Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck. This is Raj here. Again, another brief video on CRISPR therapeutics because our audience is laser focused on CRISPR. So I'm going to keep this short. The first part is going to be looking at the price chart to show you how CRISPR is trying very hard to reverse the trend, and it has succeeded today. Whether it can succeed forward, that's a big question. We're going to talk about that. And the second thing I'm going to talk about is catalyst. Let's get started. Welcome back, friends. We have all been laser focused on CRISPR therapeutics, and my buy target was somewhere between $55 to $60. It's in that sweet spot right now, but still AI is continuing to make progress. So my capital is still on AI, and a little bit is sitting on the sidelines. But let's go and have a look at the chart, because I think CRISPR is trying hard to stay above and reverse the trend that it has been on, to reverse the downward trend. So here we are in the TradingView platform, looking at the price chart of CRISPR therapeutics. This is a daily candle that we have here, and you can see that we have clearly got back into the bull channel. Momentum is improving, but it's still below average. It needs to go up further. MACD is moving towards the signal line. How do I know? Because we have a lighter color of the histogram out here. So things are on the mend for CRISPR therapeutics. But having said that, I would like to add that we are in a market environment where all catalysts fizzle out over a period of time. The catalysts do not manage to keep it up. Case in point is the two conferences that CRISPR therapeutics had recently, which helped it to jump up. And once the conference was over and the euphoria had died down, CRISPR therapeutics fell quickly. And now it is the bottom fishers who are thinking that CRISPR has come to the bottom, are trying to buy it, because they are looking at this diagonal line of support and saying, yeah, CRISPR will travel along this. Whether it will travel or not is a different story, but that's what the technicals are telling me. But then if I go into CRISPR therapeutics and look at upcoming events, there are no upcoming events. So there is no catalyst out here. So in terms of upcoming events, I would even consider the fact that they're going to do a data release, or they're going to give an update on clinical trials. Those things would also be catalyst. It should be part of the upcoming events. We have nothing here. Of course, the CEO had said that we'll have around 18 months of catalysts. So I'm looking forward to some catalyst coming so that we can stay within this bull channel. Otherwise, we risk coming down further. Right now, the share price is at 57. It's right in between 60 and 55. So ideally, I should be buying it. But when I look at the chart out here, I see a lot of bearishness, because there are death crosses out here. The 9-day exponential has crossed all the long-term exponential averages and has come down. So that's not a good sign. Momentum below average is not a good sign, even though it is picking up. We have to see it go through. And MACD is also bearish. So it's very difficult unless there is a catalyst. If you look at the earnings, it's going to come up somewhere around 29th of July. So it's a long way away. Let's hope for some good news coming through for CRISPR, so that we can have another catalyst and manage to stay within the bull channel out here. So friends, that's what I have for CRISPR therapeutics. Now, some of you in the past have asked me, Raj, you are talking about CRISPR very positively, but you are not invested in it. So my philosophy is that it's not important how long you stay invested in the market. It's the question of how much returns you're getting. So I don't have to be locked in with CRISPR for 6 years in order to make that profit, because in between those 6 years, if I can use the money to get profit from some other sector, I don't mind doing that, as long as I get back into CRISPR to get the profits from CRISPR. Now, I'm a real estate broker in Toronto. One of the things I tell my clients who are looking for investment properties is that, first of all, you should not be emotionally attached with your property. If you're emotionally attached with your property, you can never be a landlord. You can never lease it with peace of mind, because you're going to worry that the tenant is going to damage the flooring or the appliances or the walls or something or the other. You should be able to just hand over the keys and forget about it. I do that when we buy brand new condos, my wife and I, when we buy brand new condos for investment, and the builder hands it over to us. Our first occupant there is going to be a tenant, and I have no hesitation handing over the keys to the tenant. That's the way you have to look at stocks also. You should not be emotionally attached to a stock. because emotional decisions in the stock market or in business are the wrong decisions. You have to be logical. To be logical, you have to detach emotions from it. So at this point of time, if you remove emotions from the market and look at it, you can see that CRISPR Therapeutics is struggling. And even if you stay in it for 3 or 4 months, you're not going to make as much money as you would have done if you had gone into a NVIDIA or a Apple or a FNGU or ARM or super micro computers. So you have to keep those things in mind. At least that's my personal opinion, because you may stay invested in Editas, Beam, Verve and CRISPR and all that, and you'll struggle for 5 or 6 years with nothing to show for it. And of course, you are a free agent, you do whatever you want with your money. But if you're a married person, then you have to answer to your spouse as well, who's going to say, do you know what you're doing? Are you sure you know what you're doing? Because nothing is coming in and money is being lost. So you have to answer for those things. At least I have to. So I tend to keep a close watch on CRISPR Therapeutics, Editas, Beam. I believe in all those technologies, but their time has not yet come. So it's very difficult to time the market. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to make gains. If I was supposed to put, say, $6,000 for 100 CRISPR, I'm taking that $6,000, putting it into FNGU, which is multiplying 3 times, and I'm taking the profits from there, and I'm going to use that profits for investing in CRISPR. So basically it would be like I kept investing in CRISPR, I kept the money there. So I'm going to come back and buy that 100 shares anyway and wait for the growth to come in. So the catalysts are few and far apart for CRISPR, and this market is high interest rate regime. As the Fed comes closer to cutting interest rates, you will see the genomic sector also pick up. That's when I'll put money into it. So that's the answer for those who are asking me about why I'm not invested in CRISPR Therapeutics right now. With that, my friends, I'd like to bring this video to an end. I'll catch up with you again in the next video. Bye for now.